So with a little bit of VFX magic, let's see what this looks like. Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope you guys doing well. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been in kind of this creative rut for past week or so. I know last week my wife was out of town. I had to take care of my kids, and you know how there's life outside YouTube. So naturally, I didn't feel like doing anything outside those things. And yeah, this week too, even when I saw this inspiration from the Halo TV series, there's this beautiful holographic table work. It just blends in with the environment. It's just well done. I think the whole show is really well done. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. I like the fact that Master Chief took off his helmet off. Really gives this, you know, human side. It really shows what drives him. I like it. So I thought maybe I'll take you guys a little behind the scene a little bit more to show you guys what drives me. In fact, what kind of struggles I go through sometimes to create. So I had this idea for a long time, but today is probably not the best day to start this. So I gave my office to my daughter the other day, so I brought all the boxes down here. The studio is a giant mess. If you can even call this a studio, it's just a living room, guys. In fact, she's actually getting off school early today, so I gotta go pick her up. Yeah, this is not the day to start, but I thought, let's just start this. That's the whole theme of being creative, just getting started. So I had this idea. And that idea is about this TV. Not on the wall though, we're gonna have to take that down. In fact, I wanna show you guys the muscle behind this whole entire test project. All right, so this is the Zeapon Axis Pro. This is the 100 centimeter version of it. There is a longer one, 120 centimeters, but this is perfect because it's kind of in the middle range. There's an 80 centimeter also. First of all, I love the fact that they actually give you this. This is the tripod support, guys. It's gonna be really, really important later on when I'm trying to balance this giant thing. So let me go ahead and take that out. And I obviously opened this before, but I was, first of all, really impressed with the quality of this whole entire thing. So everything is high quality, like it has this matte paint finish to it. I love that. And I mentioned that this is a pro version, which means that it's a 3-axis slider. Let me go ahead and take out this motor. This is the side motor. Yeah, that feels so good. So the whole thing's around $1,000, guys, and I can't believe it's $1,000. Like, I am comparing this to maybe Edelkrone metal quality. Obviously, Edelkrone has a couple different bells and whistles, but we'll talk about that later. But let me just show you the main slider here. Voila, so this is the main part of it, and the first thing I noticed right away, there is this lever, and you can tell when it's unlocked and when it's locked. That is the most important thing. So when it's unlocked, obviously it keeps the motor from sliding back and forth during transport, but I love that fact. So this isn't gonna be a full-on review video of pros and cons like I usually do, so I'm just gonna have fun with it, guys. Maybe we wouldn't push it to the limits a little bit and get creative with it. So let me go ahead and mount this on this tripod. This might be controversial. So this right here is the YC Onion Pine Top Tripod. Now YC Onion does make sliders, so I was wondering if it was gonna be allergic to this Zeapon slider. That's the controversial part, other than the fact that I just noticed you guys can see my white socks busted. But yeah, we're just gonna keep rolling. But what's special about this tripod is that I can do this pretty much one-handed. So I'm not fighting with this tripod, especially when you're working with something big like this on top. That's really important. Oh yeah, and it has a hidden Allen wrench just for this. Boy, this is hard to do one hand, but I think that's tight enough. There you go. And now we can just put this right on top. There you go, it's not allergic. So I do encourage you guys to watch other review videos on this tripod and this slider, but I can verify the fact that this right here does fit the rod of the YC Onion. So this is kind of a thick rod, guys. So the magic arm on here does open up enough so I can secure this. And this is important because, yeah, this slider, it moves. There you go, that's secure. I'll do the other one later, but I want to show you guys how easy it is to put on the 3rd-axis motor on here. All you gotta do is slide that on there. Take the second motor. Now you want to put this tripod head before you put this on, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide that in there also. Once that's in, same method, it just slides on there and you're ready to rock. Oh, batteries. Batteries not included, so I did have to supply my own batteries. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and I need to take that TV down.
Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Now let me show you something that'll blow your mind.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, don't drop it. Oh. Okay. So much for working out. Is that gonna stay for now? Okay, I gotta go get my daughter.
I like where this is going.
A few moments later.
All right, we found a first issue with this one, and is this right here. Oh yeah, this is my daughter, by the way.
Oh, hi.
She's gonna be my helper. So when I put the cord in, as you guys know, everything needs to be flushed, right? But you see that right there? Yeah, that's not gonna be flush against the table. So I need to do something with this TV you're gonna help me with. Say goodbye to the TV. Oh, okay, the vacuum's dead. All right, I guess I'll just do it from here. Thank you for trying to help though. So just like that, my entire spring break has come and gone by. Now, if you have kids, you might be able to relate. Whenever I'm taking care of my kids at home, I can't sit down for 3-4 hours straight and do creative work. But the reality really is that's just an excuse. Honestly, I think I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I'm gonna fail at this ginormous project in my head. I'm not gonna be able to pull off effects like this. And I end up procrastinating. To me, that's the definition of creative block. Creative block is when you let that 1% of fear not let you see the 99% of the progress, and that's exactly what's happening. And ironically, I am just letting this 1% of next work stop me from progressing through, because I've been staring at this After Effects icon for past several days and I just couldn't do it. But today I have a little bit of urgency because next week I'm gonna be at NAB, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to work on this project once I go there. So I need to finish this, guys. I just need to click on this icon. And here it is. So the video has been exported to this thumb drive, and I'm gonna plug this into the TV in a second, but turns out it wasn't that hard because I ended up going to envato.com and downloading some template. This is the one I used, but there are so many templates out there, guys. This video is not sponsored, obviously, but yeah, check it out if you guys wanna just save a bunch of time and get over to the next step. The next step really is plugging this into the TV. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this over here in this port. Go. Let's see if I can lift this up. Oh, ho, ho. Oh yeah, my kids just came home. Come on over here. This is my son. So daddy's gonna do something cool with this TV. I'm sorry I took the TV away. Bruh. Wanna see? Ta-da! Do you know what I'm doing with this?
Can you destroy it more?
I'm gonna destroy it. No, I'm not gonna destroy it more. We're gonna make something cool.
Okay, let's make something
But
cool.
I can't do that till the sun goes down, so
3 hours later.
alright guys, I think it's dark enough. My kids are asleep, and yes, I got this shirt just for this video shoot. Look at this. I got a little camera patch. Such a geeky move, but you know, I was trying to go for like the sci-fi look. What do you guys think? Too late. I already cut the tag off. So I am keeping this. So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and hit one more light. Let's talk about this little setup over here. So let me show you what I've been working on. Alright, gonna get a second camera over here. You see where I'm going with this? Hopefully you do. It'll all make sense at the end. So to save you guys time, I did go ahead and connect my phone to the slider already. So one of the advantages of using this app is that on the slider itself, without the app, you can do waypoint A and B, so back and forth. But when I use the app, I have A all the way through F, but for this scenario, I'm gonna go ahead and use 4 waypoints. And this is the whole beauty of using this app and this slider, is that I can film myself. So I was able to use the new Sony Creator app, seeing myself in the iPad, and I went ahead and set the A point, B point, C point, and D point, etc. Now at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit more about this slider and the VFX that I was able to use. So with a little bit of VFX magic, let's see what this looks like. Wake up, Sky. All right, I have a little favor to ask. I got this little device. Can you analyze this for me?
This device contains an encrypted message that says, "Please subscribe for more creative content."
Really? Okay. I am just so relieved that I was able to pull that off. I spent about 15 hours editing that 15 seconds of video. So we're gonna watch that one more time, but this time with before and after. So before I tell you guys what kind of plugin and asset I use, now this isn't gonna be a full-on tutorial. In fact, I don't gatekeep anything on this channel, guys. I tell you guys everything. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what I use to save dozens of hours making that 3D table. But first, I gotta talk about this Axis slider, because without this would not be possible, because I'm really filming by myself here. So a little bit of that motion really sold that 3D effect. And now that I use this slider for a while, I can tell you this slider is capable of doing A to B points over and over again, and with margin of error being just like couple pixels. That's how I was able to do that cloning effect. Now, I did mention the brand name Edelkrone because when it comes to motion slider, that's kind of like the gold standard these days. So compared to that, one of the things missing from the Zeapon slider is the focus motor or the zoom motor integration with the slider. Now, I do have very high hopes Zeapon's gonna work on this in the future, but Edelkrone does have that right now. And another thing that's kind of missing from Zeapon slider is the ability to really ramp up and ramp down and customize that really well in the app. So maybe down in the future with the firmware update, that can be customized. But if you get the Zeapon slider, one thing you're not gonna be missing is some cash, because the Edelkrone slider, just the motor, the heads by itself is $1,500. If you add in the motion slider on top of that, it's gonna be another $1,000. So yeah, it is a huge difference between that slider and the Zeapon slider. But in reality, in the big picture, I love this slider because it's so easy to use. All I have to do is just turn it on, and once it's set up, it automatically connects to the tilt motor. And honestly, guys, when I'm in Creative Blog, I just need to turn on the equipment and be able to use it really quick. What was not so quick was obviously the editing part. So the plugin I use is called Element 3D. Now this is an oldie but still a goodie. Now you're able to import 3D objects directly into After Effects. So you might not need this exactly, but I love using this. I'll tell you in a why second. But remember I said I saved a ton of time just making that 3D desk. So this is what I use. I went to this website called Turbo Squid. I've been using this site for a while, and I found this sci-fi panel pack for $5, and I built my own desk using all these pieces like a Lego, and it was so easy, guys. It was easier than building an IKEA desk. By the way, I'm gonna leave all the links to these assets, 3D tools, and products in the description below, so you don't have to search it. And one thing that really sold the whole environment is exactly the environment. So I took an Insta360 camera, took a picture of the exact same lighting, and brought it into the Element 3D, and that's the reason why I love Element 3D. And with that much work, the reflections of the object really matches the real life. Now I could spend a ton of more hours trying to refine this. I'll probably do that in the future to make a tutorial. Do you guys want a tutorial? Comment below if you do. Maybe if there's enough people, I'll try to make one. Or maybe there's Halo Season 3 coming out and there could be a new hologram table, and I'll be inspired to do another tutorial. So I hope this video was helpful to you. In fact, if you ever have an idea you want to execute but you're not sure, you fear that you're not going to be able to pull it off, just start it, because even if it's not perfect, going through it, that's going to give you the idea for your next project. Till next time, guys. All right, you guys ready to see it? There we go. I hope this works. Ooh, it's turning on.
What?
Well, I mean, you guys know TVs like this. And does that remind you of something? Is that cool or what?